story time about how I found out my boyfriend of 9 months was cheating on me the whole entire time we were dating. Let's get into it. So we gotta start back from the beginning. So I met him through my best friend from home. They went to college together. They were in a friend group. And there was this weekend at my friend's college that she wanted me to go and hang out with them for. So she came and got me and brought me to her college to hang out for this weekend. And she was going to introduce me to this boy. So we met and we spent the entire weekend together. And we really clicked. Like, I mean, it was instantaneous. We clicked. It was so much fun. We had such a good time. We kissed. It was everything. We danced together. It was so fun. So after this weekend, we start Snapchatting and texting all the time. This is in April. So, school ends. Right? It's April. We're in the spring semester. Spring semester ends in May. School ends, and we both go home. We have been talking this whole time, and I finally got a car. He's a couple years younger than me. He does not have a car. So, with my newfound freedom, I'm going to go and see this boy. I'm going to go visit him. It's summer. So, I get in my car, and our hometowns are 2.5 hours away. So I get in my car and I drive 2.5 hours to go see him. And it was lovely. He asked me to be his girlfriend. Oh, it's wonderful. Oh my gosh, I have a boyfriend. Yay. And it's perfect. We spend every weekend together. I drive to go see him all the time. I put so many miles on my car. I spend so much gas money. I see him all the time. Mind you, over the summer, I was working at a summer camp, and it was a lot of hard work, like, a lot of hard work, and even after a long, hard week, I would drive 2.5 hours to go spend the weekend with him, because I really loved spending time with him. Now, there aren't many details here that are, like, super interesting during our relationship. It was perfect. Like, he was perfect. I thought he was perfect. He treated me so well. He was so loving, and all of his friends at school knew me, and he knew all of my friends, and we had a friend group. Like, my friend who introduced me, she was dating one of his friends, so it was like a whole friend group situation. It was perfect. It was storybook. There was nothing, and I mean nothing, I wouldn't have done for this boy. There was absolutely nothing. The new semester starts, and I spent the whole entire fall semester for this year driving to go see him 2.5 hours every weekend. And on weekends that I wasn't spending at his school, we would spend it at my apartment. I would have to make that drive 4 times. There, back, for him to come here, and then there and back so I could come back. That's 2 full tanks of gas that I had to get anytime I wanted him to spend the weekend with me. So this semester, I ended up getting a cat. He's the cutest thing in the whole entire world. I don't know if you can see him over there. His name is Spork, and I love him. So now that I have a responsibility here at school, I couldn't spend entire weekends away. I just can't do that. I have to take care of my cat. So since I didn't have classes on Friday, I would leave on a Thursday, spend the night there, and then we would come back on Friday, stay until Sunday, and then on Sunday we would go back, and I would come back on Monday. A lot of driving. Mind you, the whole time, I paid for everything because he did not have a job during school. And all the money he made over the summer working at a farm, he spent on me, which was lovely. But as soon as we went back to school, I was the one with the money, and he did not have the money, so I paid for everything. I spent so much money, so much money on him, with food, gas to go see him, gifts. I bought him a $200 Lego Galaxy for his birthday. So, flash forward to last weekend. He comes to my apartment to spend the weekend with me because my school had a dance for seniors. I am a senior in college, called the 100 Nights Dance. It's 100 nights before graduation, and I wanted him to come with me, so he came to stay the weekend with me. And we go to the dance. We have a wonderful, amazing time, and this weekend we had to get my cat neutered, so we got my cat neutered on Sunday. Got him fixed. I paid for everything, obviously, because he was my cat, my responsibility. I paid for everything. So, everything is still perfect. All of my friends meet him at the dance, and it's lovely, and we have a great time, and there's nothing but love. We love each other so much. And as we all know, a couple days ago was Valentine's Day. Of course, I want him to spend the weekend with me for Valentine's Day. I bought him so many gifts. I had so many gifts. I was so excited to see him. I wanted to spend Valentine's Day together. It was going to be so much fun. So, like always, on Thursday, I drove 2.5 hours to his school and spent the night there. And Friday, Valentine's Day, was lovely. We had such a good time. It was great. And then after his last class, we had to drive back to my apartment. This is where everything crumbles. This is where it all goes wrong. Now, my phone was navigation in my car and was the phone we used for music because I had Spotify Premium, and obviously my phone was connected to my car, so we would use my phone for GPS and for music. So my phone was up. I have an older car, so I had to get one of like the dashboard things where you put your phone up on to have a GPS. So my phone was up on that, and it's a 2.5 hour car ride. I'm bored. I'm bored. We make this drive all the time. I wanted to do something. So I grabbed my boyfriend's phone to send my friend, who introduced me to him, a silly text from his phone. Just being silly goofy, because I'm hilarious. Now, mind you, throughout the entire time we've been dating, I never checked his phone or knew his password. I felt no need to. I trusted him completely, and there was no reason for me to check his phone or have his password. If I ever needed to look something up, we went on my phone. If we ever took pictures, it was on my phone. If we ever used music, it was on my phone because I had Spotify Premium. And he had an Android, I had an iPhone, so it was just like we used my phone for anything. So even almost 9 months of dating, I never went on his phone or knew his password. So I grab his phone and I ask for his password, and this is where things get weird. He refuses to give me his password, and he goes, no, just let me put my thumb in, because his phone takes thumbprint. He's like, let me just put my thumb in. And I was like, no, you're driving, like, just give me your password. And he's like, no, let me just do it. And I'm like, no, like, give me your password. So we go back and forth for a bit, and he finally gives me his password. So I go and I try to send the silly text, but it didn't work because he turned his data off. After this, he takes his phone back and he puts it on his lap for the rest of the car ride. This is where my gut starts telling me something is seriously wrong, because the way he reacted was just really weird. And at this point, he could tell that something was wrong. So he starts being overly affectionate, and that makes it worse, because why are you acting weird? I am running out of time, so you'll have to come back for part 2.